To conclude our keynote session, we are very pleased to welcome on the stage Admiral Manfred Nielson. He is currently the Deputy Supreme Allied Commander Transformation in Norfolk. Before being nominated to Deputy SAC-T, Admiral Nielson has occupied numerous postings during his career as a naval officer. Today, he will share his thoughts regarding cyber and NATO. Admiral Nielson, the floor is yours.
Terra Omnicus, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, I will not finish my speech in Estonian, but I would show you that I'm in a position that I try to get rid of the Estonian language. Mr. President, please allow me to heartily thank you for your inspiring speech. Moreover, I feel delighted by your generous hospitality and open-minded welcome we all have enjoyed since our arrival here in Estonia. I have a special relationship to this country, and Tallinn and Estonia has a place in my heart and in my mind. In 1995, I had the opportunity to lead the Open Spirit exercise, and to my memory, it was the first time that an Estonian ship participated in such an international environment. In 2003, I was head of the Naval Academy in Flensburg, and I had the privilege to train cadets from Estonia and other Baltic states. And in 2010, I was Commander-in-Chief of the German fleet, and it was really a pleasure to have a boarding team from Estonia on board of our ships. So for me, it's always a pleasure to be in this beautiful, brave, and proud country. The development of your economy, society, and even military structure has been impressive over the past 2 decades. I believe that your achievements can serve as a great example for others. NATO has been enriched by your membership, and I wish Estonia a prosperous and peaceful future. 2004, Estonia became member of NATO. 2008, the Center of Excellence here in Tallinn starts its work. Today, Tallinn is the heart of NATO's cooperative cyber defense. Your Center of Excellence continuously provides outstanding and important work in enhancing the capability, cooperation, and information sharing among NATO, its member nations, and partners in cyber defense. I would like to reassure you that Allied Command Transformation intends to take full advantage of the knowledge and expertise of this Center of Excellence in the future. Looking at NATO, you will notice an unbelievable amount of activities in line with the increasing threats and activities in cyberspace. Estonia has taken a leading role within NATO and in its upcoming important domain. NATO has come a long way in cyber defense. Our strategies and policies are aligned and updated with the continuously evolving cyberspace. NATO computer incident response capabilities and SHAPE Task Force Cyber have been initiated. A military concept for NATO's cyber defense has been approved. At the World's Summit, allies recognized that the impact of a cyber attack could be as harmful to modern societies as a conventional attack, or perhaps even more. It is affirmed that cyber defense is part of NATO's core task of collective defense and emphasized the need to strengthen defensive measures of NATO and of nations. Consequently, NATO is not only focused on the technical aspects of cyber defense. The alliance today takes a much broader and holistic contemplation. People, processes, and technology are the three basic dimensions of our holistic approach. Please allow me to address these three dimensions a little bit more in detail. First, people. NATO has continuously performed an awareness campaign followed by a rigorous lessons learned assessment. We carry out individual and collective training analysis, and we are cooperating with the NATO's Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence to close remaining gaps. In addition, we conducted Cyber Coalition 2015 exercise with about 800 people from 34 countries participating. Among them, approximately 10% from industry. NATO performed coalition warrior interoperability, exploration, experimentation, examination exercise CIVIX, discussing the cyber area with 8 nations and providing findings in the field of 12 different capabilities. Allied Command Transformation will continue to incorporate cyber defense in more NATO exercises. We clearly aim for cyber becoming a component in all exercises. Second, processes. Well, first of all, there's a big elephant in the room, the NATO defense planning process. This process provides a framework within which national and alliance defense planning activities can be harmonized to meet agreed targets. Bearing this in mind, we will work hard in the upcoming defense planning cycle to ensure the necessary capability requirements for cyber and to facilitate their development. Furthermore, doctrine for cyber operations will have our close attention. To complement our strategic level guidance, Allied Command Transformation will lead and inform the development of the necessary operational level cyber doctrine in order to share sound doctrine and best practices. This will be referenced in the context of future NATO operations. I would like to close on processes by stressing that partnerships with academia and industry are among the most striving and rapidly developing topics in NATO. This certainly needs to be applied to cyber as well. Cyber cannot be delimited by military perspective. Perhaps it's only the smallest part. Interaction and collaboration with academia and industry in events like this during a tight sprint and within the framework of NATO's cyber industry, partnerships is, from my perspective, a conditio sine qua non. It provides the base from where we need to step forward for mutual benefit in a rapidly evolving and often threatening environment. The final dimension of NATO's cyber-related efforts is technology. As you are aware, NATO has initiated numerous ongoing and complex programs and projects. NATO's computer incident response capability provides centralized network monitoring and computer incident response all over NATO. In addition, I would like to mention some other NATO programs and projects in cyber defense. federated mission networking, developing NATO cyber range, including unclassified cyber range for experiment and exercises, classified cyber range for strategic commands, and federated cyber range and smart defense project like the malware information sharing platform. I would like to end by guiding your attention to the recognition of cyberspace as a separate domain beside land, maritime, and air, now considered by NATO, and hopefully part of the Warsaw Summit. Accepting cyberspace as a special domain would initiate a NATO-wide shift in mindset and will initiate significant, and some would say overdue, change. To stress the obvious, in the future, we need a more effective information sharing capability and stronger defense against more sophisticated, in a short to long time frame, advanced, persistent threats, including insider threats. And of course, the resilience of our networks to cyber attacks needs to be addressed and improved. We are moving forward with plans to modernize our cryptographic capabilities. We all know that protecting NATO's networks alone will not ensure the continuity of NATO's missions. NATO is dependent upon member nations to fulfill its core tasks. Allied nations, by my observation, show these commitments in developing their networks and enhancing their cyber capabilities. But we all know there's a long and sometimes difficult way to go. I wish all of us a fruitful, inspiring, and challenging discussions during this conference. Thank you for paying your attention.
Thank you, Admiral, for your insightful remarks. You have your own piece of cyber gardening equipment, so please enjoy it.
Hopefully I will bring it to Norfolk. Thank you very much.
We're running a bit ahead of schedule, but we're coming to the end of this session. So we're back for a few admin remarks before we break for coffee.
And speaking of coffee, it will be served outside in the hallway.
Lunches will also be served in the main hall on the 6th floor here, and also on Café Suisse on the 8th floor. Please use the stairs to reach the 8th floor.
If you are tweeting or want to share anything on social media about the conference, please feel free to use the hashtag CyCon.
And we finally entered the modern era. We now have an app, so please feel free to download it. You can have access to all the information pertaining to the conference, agenda items, bios, etc. There's also feedback functionality. Please do not hesitate to use that as well. We very much look forward to your feedback.
Of course, we have wireless available throughout the conference area, and this year with a very strong password, Tallinn 2016.
We also remind you that there will be city tours tonight for those of you who have registered, and tomorrow evening we will have the conference dinner.
And if you still feel that you want to enjoy more of Tallinn White Nights, don't hesitate to contact or approach Pascal, who is about to graduate a master course in Tallinn nightlife.
That's actually not true. So should you have any questions, the people walking around with these white lanyards are part of the organizing team, so please feel free to ask them any questions. They will be able to answer your every need.
And also, if you want to brush up your Estonian, then have a look at this small dictionary. It's an Estonian English dictionary, and you never know when you might need the phrase lahe vunts.
Thank you.
Which means nice mustache. So thank you very much. Please enjoy the coffee break, which you have more time now. Get to know your new colleagues. And we meet you back here at 11:10 for the Cyber Commanders panel. Thank you.
Thank you.